Hello everyone, I'm Geeta Vara, an Ayurvedic practitioner and wellness coach with a mission to help you to become the healthiest version of yourself in all areas of your life through my coaching program, consultations, retreat, workshops, book and more. Today I want to delve deep into the topic of hyperacidity, or you may refer to this as acid reflux, heartburn, sometimes also referred to as GERD or GORD. They all have a slight variation in expression, but I want to look at this with a slightly broader lens today. Now, what is acid reflux exactly? Most people will experience some level of acidity at some point in their lives, and we know that humans have been dealing with heartburn throughout the generations. But recently, the cases have risen, making it a common stomach complaint worldwide. And over my years in clinical practice, I have certainly seen an increasing number of clients who present a variety of digestive disturbances, hyperacidity being one of them. 1 in 4 adults in the UK are affected by heartburn. When the symptoms of heartburn become more regular and intense, such as twice a week or more, it can be diagnosed as gastroesophageal reflux disease, or shortened as GERD or GORD. And this refers to when those stomach acids frequently flows back into the tube connecting your mouth and the stomach, your esophagus. So during digestion, our stomach secretes gastric juices such as hydrochloric acid and pepsin in order to chemically break down the food that should have mechanically been broken down earlier in the mouth. Food generally stays in the stomach for about 1 to 2 hours for this process. Now, simultaneously, the stomach lining also secretes mucosa, that are bicarbonates and prostaglandins, to protect the lining and to neutralize excess acidity. But our stomach essentially does need to maintain an acidic environment for this process to happen efficiently. In fact, our stomach acids could potentially cause a chemical burn if it comes into contact with the outer layer of our skin, lungs and eyes. But when the stomach starts to secrete juices in excess, we experience acidity. This could result in heartburn, dyspepsia, gastric inflammation and even stomach ulcers. When this happens, we refer to this as amla pitta in Ayurveda and would consider this to be an aggravation predominantly of the pitta dosha. Amla means sour and pitta refers to the dosha that is predominantly made of the fire and water elements. There are a few obvious signs and symptoms that we can expect in this instance. These include burning and or pain in the stomach, indigestion, bloating, constipation. You may also experience a sour taste or burning in the mouth or throat, sour belching, heartburn, restlessness and excessive thirst. According to Ayurveda, the key symptoms of amla pitta are nausea, weak digestive fire and heartburn. Some people might also have foul smelling or loose stools. There are a few tests that you are able to undergo to check for acidity levels in chronic acidity, including an endoscopy, biopsy and a barium swallow radiography, for example. So what causes a rise in acidity? Hurry, curry and worry. Now, I'm not sure who coined this term, but it really works here. And these really are the key causes of diseases and is certainly the case in hyperacidity. Consumption of spicy foods, non-vegetarian foods, alcohol and other acidic foods like citrus fruits and tomatoes can worsen irritations on the esophagus when they mix with our stomach acids. What's more, carbonated beverages, smoking and coffee contain ingredients that may have a relaxing effect on the lower esophageal sphincter, referred to as the LES, which prevents it from doing its job efficiently. The rise in the level of stomach acids that seep past the weakened LES. The LES is a tiny muscle at the entrance of the stomach that contracts after meals to keep the stomach acids from seeping into the upper GI tract. But when this malfunctions, it means that the acids that push past this barrier can irritate the lining of the esophagus and cause inflammation there called esophagitis and other potential complications. Stomach acids can also wear down the enamel of your teeth and can be the cause of tooth decay and cavities. Other triggers include hyperthyroidism, lack of sleep at night, sleeping immediately after meals, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and most triggering of all, stress. Our lifestyles have significantly changed in the recent decades, and we are eating more processed foods than ever before. Numerous medications, including those for asthma, high blood pressure, birth control, and depression, can also have unintended effects on the LES. What's more, smoking, diabetes, long periods of fasting since the stomach is empty for a long time, and also asthma can also affect acidity levels. There are many available over-the-counter and prescribed medicines to curb the effects of acid reflux. But there are many natural options also. And there is, of course, no substitute for changing the diet and lifestyle for the most powerful longer-term effects, which is where the root of the issues often are. Pregnant women often experience heartburn due to the pressure of a growing baby on their stomachs and the level of certain hormones in their body. So in what ways can we prevent hyperacidity? Well, first of all, understanding and refraining from those foods and habits that cause acidity in the first place is, of course, the best starting point. So let's look at diet. We want to essentially follow a pitta pacifying diet. This means avoiding spicy foods such as chili, clove, mustard, cinnamon, garlic, salt, garam masala, sour foods such as pickles, vinegars, fermented fruits, citrus fruits and tomato, raw onions, and especially alcohols, wine, black teas and coffees. And though it may seem quite obvious, we also want to avoid processed foods, fried foods, stale and junk foods. Now instead, you are better to have more abundance of naturally sweet fruits and vegetables, grapes, sweet lime, pomegranate, dry figs, dates, sweet potato, for example. Plenty of bitter foods such as bitter gourd, ash gourd, green veggies, okra, white pumpkin, root vegetables, aloe vera juice, turmeric, old rice, barley, mung beans and cucumber are also great. Go for a cup of boiled milk with ghee. Include plenty of coconut water and milk, which are always a good idea because of their cooling effect. And maintain plenty of warm water throughout the day. Keep to small regular meals. Try not to skip meals or overeat. And also, fasting is not going to be a good thing for you at this time. Ensure your previous meal is fully digested before you go for your next meal. Things sweet to taste can sometimes prove sour on digestion. And I love this quote by William Shakespeare from Richard II, which is, some foods appear sweet in taste but turn sour on digestion. And one such food is yogurt, the type of yogurt that we find in supermarkets these days. These are sour on digestion, but fresh, natural set, homemade curd will not have this particular effect. Our lifestyle has a huge influence on our digestive health and acidity, so minimize exposure to stressful situations that might cause anxiety, worry, jealousy, or fear. Aim to maintain a healthy weight, plenty of sleep during nighttime, stay cool in the mind with yoga and pranayama, as well as meditation, and moderate exposure to the sun and the heat. Make sure you get plenty of rest and relax the mind and body. We also have an array of useful herbs and ingredients to help, and it's best to consult your practitioner for these. But some simple ingredients that you can include on a daily basis are herbs and herbal teas such as licorice, because it's sweet in nature, coriander seeds and leaves, as this is alkalizing in nature. Amla juice, or amalaki if you like, in powder form is one of the best herbal remedies for acidity, and it can be great as a drink and can be taken on an empty stomach and can bring long-term relief from acidity. A herbal tea of ginger, lemon and honey can also be a great option. Psyllium husks are not only great for constipation but can also be a great relief for acidity too. Coconut water can be soothing, hydrating and cooling if you are suffering from acidity, as it is alkalizing to the stomach acids. You can have 20 ml of diluted aloe vera juice with the same amount of warm water, and this is another excellent option for increased acidity. Pomegranate seeds or pomegranate juice is a great option for controlling stomach acidity, as well as helping in situations where we might find ulcerations. You can also chew on some fennel seeds after your meals, and this you can often find in a lot of restaurants. Some more popular Ayurvedic herbal compounds include Triphala, which can be balancing for all three doshas, Avipatikara Churna, which is a special compound that focuses on the pitta that is aggravated in the digestion. You see, it neutralizes the acid secretions in the gastrointestinal tract and promotes the production of digestive enzymes which aid the absorption of nutrients. If you have had acidity for some time, you may be in need of some deeper pitta balancing through panchakarma processes. Do get in touch with me or your local practitioner if you are keen to go through this process. I do hope you have found this information useful. Please like, share and subscribe for more Ayurvedic wisdom, and connect with me over on Instagram, where I do share more regular posts. I would love to hear more from you, so please do leave a note in the comments below. Have a wonderful day.